Hello everyone, and welcome to a new chapter of the top 10 ways to draw the head with the superstar Frank Reilly. Now the Reilly method, the abstraction is probably the best accurate method out there, used by most pro artists everywhere. It depends on the rhythms of the face, planes of the face, and the anatomy of the face. It may be a bit complicated at first, but with practice, it will become second nature. Make sure you add it to your daily practice. The start of Reilly's method is quite simple. Start with a circle, divide both ways, add a division for the ear, then divide equal thirds for the nose, hairline, and chin. The start of the method is similar to the Loomis method. Now the cranium circle is limited by the hairline on top and the nose line on the bottom. Add the eyes line in the middle of the head. Draw the eye visor between the two cranium circles. Then connect the jawline from both sides. Modify the eye visor by curving the edges of the eye visor and adding the glabella and the nose ridge in the middle. Draw a rhythm circle starting from the bottom of the glabella to the bottom of the hairline, stopping at the 2/3 of the eye space horizontally. The intersection with the eye visor is the shadow area of the eyes. The eyeball sits at the center of the eye line, in the middle of the eye socket, touching the rhythm circle but not crossing it. Draw the ears between the brow line and the nose line. Draw the nose bone, then divide the area between the nose and the chin into 3 spaces. Draw another rhythm circle starting from the top of the nose bone to the top of the last division, the chin top, stopping horizontally at the middle of the eye mark from both sides. Draw a chin circle starting from the bottom of the chin to the bottom lip. The bottom lip, of course, is a 1/3 space above the top of the chin. Then draw a bigger rhythm circle starting from the nasal bone to the chin, stopping horizontally at the eye visor edge on both sides. Here I'm basically detailing the nose. It's optional, but if you want to do it, the nose consists of the nasal bones, top of the nose, the maxilla, the sides of the nose, the cartilage, the top and the bottom parts, or the nose bone, the soft area of the nose. It's divided in half. And finally, the nose wings. Draw the philtrum, the small indentation above the lips, 1/3 down from the nose. Then connect a rhythm line from the top of the ear, passing the edge of the eye visor and then passing near the nose wing, then rotating 360 degrees at the middle of the lips edge and connecting with the middle of the lips indentation. Of course, draw the other side as well, while considering the perspective angle of the other side. The area from the nose to the lips should be divided in 3. The middle line is for the bottom lips, 1/3 above it is the middle of the lips, and 1/3 above that is the top of the lips. Between the bottom lip and the chin is another 1/3 curving inward. Connect a rhythm line from the inner edge of the ear helix to the edge of the large circle. It will pass through the cheeks and create the turning plane area for the jaw. Connect a rhythm line from the corner of the eye visor, intersecting with the 2 ears rhythm lines, and connecting finally at the jaw turning point at the middle of the lips level. The method is basically done. Now all is left is the eye ridge, a third above the eyebrow, and a hairline circle. As you can see now, the eyeballs are now locked between all these rhythm lines, and you can easily draw the eyelids on top of it. Not only all the features are locked in between all the rhythm lines, but also the shadow planes of the face are now automatically drawn. Final rhythm lines from the edge of the lips circle on both sides to the corner of the eyes toward the turning point of the skull. The pros and cons of the Frank Reilly's method. The pros: most accurate method of them all. All the features are locked tightly. Face planes are automatically drawn with the rhythm lines. It produces a dynamic base to paint on top of it. As for the cons, it can be a bit complicated for a beginner, and it requires some practice and some knowledge of anatomy. When you first start with this method, you're gonna find out your heads all look alike, both the male and females. But with practice, this won't be an issue. I can't find a third con since I'm a bit biased toward this method because it's my favorite. So let's just keep it at 2. Okay, let's draw the other views. So here I'm gonna demonstrate how to draw on the top of the structure we did last time. It's important to know the structure very well, but it's essential to know how to draw your character on top of it. Start with a circle, divide in thirds, circle of the cranium, hair to nose, eye line in the middle of the head, connect the jawline, the eye visor, the glabella, and the nose ridge. Curve the eye sockets, draw a rhythm circle from the bottom of the glabella to the hairline, and then the eyeballs are in the middle of the eye line, touching the circle. Ears from the brow line to the nose line. Draw the nose ball third of the distance from the nose to the brow. The chin half circle at the third distance above the chin top line. Lips circle from the top of the nose ball to the chin line. And finally a bigger circle from the nasal bone to the bottom of the chin. Draw a line from the top of the ear helix, passing near the eyeballs and the nose wings, rotating and connecting to the other side, drawing the lips in between. The intersection of the lip circle and the chin circle gives you the shadow area under the lips, with two bulging areas on the sides. Draw a rhythm line from the inner edge of the ear helix to the bigger circle, and another one from the corner of the visor to the turning point of the chin. The eye ridge curve a third distance above the brow lines, with a little indentation in the middle. Now the eyelids cover the eyeballs from corner to corner, with a pupil sitting in the middle of the balls. Drawing on top of all this structure is the easiest part of all methods. Everything you need to know is already there. Don't draw harsh lines on top of these rhythm lines. These rhythm lines are merely to show you what's under the skin, just to help you out with your painting later. For the front view, start with a circle, divide in half for the brow line, divide equal parts for the hair, nose, and chin. Halfway of the head is the eye line. Connect the jawline, draw the cranium circles on both sides, from the hairline to the nose line. Draw the visor with the glabella in between, then the nose ridge and the bottom of the nose. Curve the visor edges to get the eye sockets. From the base of the glabella to the hairline, draw a circle 2/3 distance of the eyes. Draw the eyeballs in the center of the eye sockets, and the eye line touching the cranium circle. Next, draw the ears from the brow line to the nose line. Draw the nose ball, 1/3 distance from the nose line. Draw the nose sides, the maxilla, as a circle touching the glabella base and limited by the edges of the eyeballs. Here I drew the chin circle to the chin line, not a third above it. You can do it both ways. And the lips circle touching horizontally to the middle of the eyeballs mark, touching the chin circle, not interacting with it. Draw a bigger circle from the glabella base to the chin, limited horizontally by the visor edges on both sides. From the outer side of the ear helix, draw a rhythm line passing near the edge of the eyeball and the nose wings, rotating at the lips 360 degrees and connecting with the other side, creating the lips in between. Second line from the inner side of the ear helix to the bigger circle, then from the edge of the circle to the chin. And now I draw the intersection of the lip circle and the chin that I didn't draw last time. And the indentation above the lips can be drawn as a teardrop shape. This method makes it very easy to draw an anatomically correct face on top of it. The only thing you have to do here is to check out your reference for specific variation. Or in case of drawing from imagination, you can go wild and do whatever character you want. For the side view, draw a wider circle to mimic the shape of the skull in the side view. Divide 3 equal thirds, and midway the whole head is the eye line. Draw the face line at a slight angle and connect the jaw to the middle line. I will correct this mistake later, by the way. Draw the nose and the lips and the chin on a 30-degree angle line. Then later we can check them with the rhythm lines. Draw the eye visor, of course half of it, because the other half is on the other side, 2/3 away from the middle line. Draw the cranium circle limited by the visor, 2/3 away from both sides horizontally, and limited by the hairline and the nose line. From the glabella, draw the circle, half of it, toward the hairline, half of the chin circle, half of the nose bone, and half of the lip circle and half of the bigger circle. We are seeing here half of the face, so all the circles gonna be in half. Draw the ear in its place from the middle line toward the back in a 30-45 degree angle. From the top of it, draw the rhythm line toward the lips, passing the eyes and the nose wings, and another line from the bottom of the helix toward the chin, joining the bigger circle. Last line to check your angles goes from the chin edge to the lips to the nose wing edge to the eye corner and finally to the top of the skull. I used the method here to check my existing face, because I drew the portrait and the side view so many times. But as a beginner you should do it the other way around, and let the rhythm lines show you where the place of the features. With experience you can do it both ways. I just wanted to show you that you won't need to do all these steps every time you draw the head. You can skip them when you have the experience. Remember, the method is here to help you construct the face, not to force a certain face on you. Once the face is constructed, you can change the features slightly to fit the face that you want to draw or create. Now let's draw the portrait. Now that you have the experience to do it many times, you can go through all the rules faster. The circle, the three divisions, the cranium circle, the visor, and the jawline. A circle for the forehead, a ball for the nose, a circle for the chin, and a circle for the lips. A bigger circle, an ear, a jawline from the ear to the lips, a cheek line from the ear to the chin, forehead ridge, a check-in line from the top of the head to the chin. Of course, the lips are looking a bit wider here. They will be corrected later on. For this portrait, I decided to leave the eyebows to the end. It's much easier to fit the eyebows when all the surrounding lines are put down. As you can see, the lip circle was a bit wider than the middle of the eye mark, resulting in big lips and wrong mouth. Stick to the rules and you won't have this problem. As you can see now, after correcting the mouth, it fits with the chicken line that should hit the corner of the lips. Frank Reilly's method is now done, and here is the final practice sheet. Coming up next, the freestyle method, the angles and measurements. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.